Good morning. Good morning. It's time to start our day. Good morning. Good morning to you and 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 you. Good morning. We are here to do some yoga. So we just had a little chit chat. We caught up with how people are feeling today. And I think overall we need some grounding and we need some warmth and we need some child's pose. Okay, so finding a position that feels really comfortable for you, please. If you'd like to lie down, you could lie down. Or perhaps you'll sit up. And let's calm our breath. The first thing I'd like you to do is just notice the way you're breathing now. How long are your inhales? How long are those exhales? How long do you find yourself pausing? Does it feel deep? Does it feel shallow? We're not doing our good yoga breathing yet. We're allowing it to be whatever it is. We're just noticing. So right before we hit record, we were talking about a lot of things on the to-do list, a lot of things to get done, sort of what we call vata deranged, too much wind, right? And if you've watched the dosha video, we know that energy goes up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. And if we spin too much with up and out, think about what would happen. We'd burn out, right? We'd be just overwhelmed and anxious and worried and just off the charts from just the care and the grounding that we need. So part of what I want to focus on in this first breathing technique is I want you to imagine inhaling, reaching up to grab your mind, the chattery mind, and on your exhale, pull it down like you're pulling down a balloon. Okay. Inhale, you're going up. But on the exhale, instead of going out, we're going to go in. You could even connect your arms if that helps. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come down, or just take this time on your lap here. 1 minute. Inhale, go up and grab your mind, all your chatter, and exhale, bring it down and in. Let's go 1 minute, please. 2 more big breaths. Do you feel the change? Do you feel any effects from that? Just notice. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay. If your legs are crossed in one way, challenge yourself to take it the opposite way here. And we're going to go to another breathing technique, Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana is an awesome way to balance ourselves out. So we breathe into one nostril and then breathe out the other nostril, breathe in that other nostril and breathe out that first nostril. We're balancing out. You could think of the left and the right, the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine, however you want to think about it, but we're bringing ourselves in and down. Okay. So we'll use our right hand, ring finger crosses over, closes up that left nostril. Let's breathe in to the right. Take it up to the forehead and then out through the other side. Inhale through the left. Close both. Exhale right. Keep going. The next time you breathe out of the right nostril, let's just drop our hands to the lap, please, and just take in breath through both nostrils now. One more deep breath. Beautiful. I actually want to do one more because I want to show you something. So do you remember when we were inhaling and we were reaching up to pull our thought down? We were inhaling up and exhaling down. I want you to do one more breathing technique where I want you to breathe down on the inhale and then up on the exhale. So just imagining, okay? Here we go. We'll do 5 of these. Inhale down to the navel. Exhale from the navel to the nose. Let's go 5 more. Beautiful. Let's bring our palms to touch, please. Thumbs against the heart. Starting to ask yourself what it is you need from your practice today. I need grounding. I need some joy. I need a spark. When you're ready, we'll bow the chin to the chest. Remember your mantra, that's Sankalpa. And we'll release the hands down and pause. Beautiful. All right, let's find our way here to hands and knees. So we are in gentle yoga today. Spread your fingers, start to move your body any way you want. And take a whole minute here to explore how your body's feeling. We talked about child's pose being a very nurturing and grounding pose. So if you wanted to take time to find classic child's pose, the arms go down by your sides here and your forehead is on the ground. So that, like I said, is all the troubles just roll off your back. You don't have anything to worry about. You could take your knees wide and have your belly hang between the legs, or you could bring the knees closer together where your ribs are propped up on those legs, and you're encouraged to breathe into the back body. Some people like to take child's pose with their arms forward. And if you ponder this position, you notice that your upper back is in a back bend and your lower back is in a forward bend. So it is something that's not as relaxing here. It's a little bit more stimulating. So either one is for you. Some people like to turn their head and get a little neck stretch there. So we're here for another 8 breaths. Make sure you're spreading out your toes and you're pressing your fingers down, your toenails down. If the knees feel too tight here, a nice little thing you can do is take a blanket or a pillow or something underneath and behind those knees, and that is going to help you from going into full flexion and maybe ease some of that tension there in the kneecaps. I'm safe and grounded. I'm okay. I am enough. Breathing from nose to navel. And navel to nose. Beautiful. When you're pressing your feet down, come on up to hands and knees, please. Start to straighten out one leg at a time. Just pedal it out. I don't know why this song just came into my head, but I'm going to say it to you because it just came in. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You know that song? This little light of mine. Come on. I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Other leg. I don't know why I'm singing this. Everywhere I go, come on, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We're turning on our lights, right? Curl those toes under, bottoms up. Where is that light? That light's sitting right behind your navel, right behind your belly button. It's your little flame. And as we were talking about before the recording, it's cold and dark and dreary outside. Sometimes it feels a little bit damp in the inside, right? I feel a little bit like, oh goodness, it's cold out there today.
or it's dark out there today, or I got a lot of stuff going on today. So we want to keep our light on. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more big breath here. And beautiful, bringing your knees down, knees down, knees down, knees down. Keep your broken toe poses here. Curl your toes under. So I want you to think about fire. What helps fire grow? So if you're trying to start a fire, what makes it grow? Yes, that wind. Can't do too much or it'll go out. So you have to sort of, right? And that's what we're doing here in our practice. Let's take our hands and knees again. We're going to start to bring a little bit of wind, a little bit of fluidity here. On the inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Look up, inhale. And exhale, child's pose. 4 more times, 1 breath each. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Again, inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more on your own, please. Just half vinyasas, warming that body up. Last one, please. And back to child's pose, classic child's pose, hands down by your ankles, and just pause and receive deep breaths. One more deep breath. And gently come on up. Now we're going to go to a standing position. Go however you want to. Maybe you want to travel through a vinyasa. Maybe you want to take yourself up in a slower fashion. However you want to, we're going to come to a standing posture. Okay. So let's take our feet nice and wide. Let's bring some heat in. Here we're talking to the third chakra, that light force here. Hands in prayer. We're going to go ahead and sit down in our chair pose. Okay. You could even take your hands on the thighs, or you could even take your elbows on the thighs, whatever you want to. And I want you to feel your feet. Hello, feetsies. Three. 2. And press it up, press it up, press it up, reach it up, and exhale, bring it down. Remember when we were inhaling, grabbing our mind and bringing it down? Remember then we inhaled down to the navel and brought it back up. I want us to do that again. So we're going to go back to chair pose. Let's do that. Inhale. Exhale back to the Utkatasana, whatever level you're working on. And every time you inhale, I want you to go down to the floor like a yo-yo. Inhale. Exhale, pull it up. Like you're pulling up the energy from the earth. Inhale. Exhale. You could even hug your belly lock in. Inhale. Exhale. Pull up that energy. 2 more. Last one. And come up wherever you are. And inhale, sweep it up, 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 and exhale. So I want you to hold this position, Tadasana pose, hold here. And I want you to imagine that someone's trying to push you, trying to move you over, and you're not moving. You're so rocket, right? You're like a rocket. You're really mounted here. And then the inner thighs, the inner sushumna, inner mouth, all the way up to the sky is lifting up, but the outer body is moving down. So feel your mountain pose here, strong and powerful. Okay. So we're talking today about calming the overwhelm and turning on our heat. Those are our mantras today, bringing down the overwhelm and turning up our inner fire. Here we go. Shift the weight to the right foot and bend your left knee. Stay there, or you'll come into one-legged mountain and you're going to push this leg down. So challenge that kickstand. You're here with the leg in the sky, or you're bent on the toes on the ground. 3. Pull that yo-yo up. Feel that energy. Exhale. You're pulling up energy from the floor. Inhale, coming down. And exhale, pulling up. 1 more. And down. And dance the night away. Boom, boom, boom. And dance the night away. Boom. Make some figure eights. Get that going. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Come on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Second side. Here we go. Zip, zip, and bend that left knee, right knee. Pelvis is level, pushing down, feeling that dynamic energy. Quadriceps are lifted, hip is lifted, feeling that energy go up as the outer body is going down. Inhale down to the floor. Exhale like a yo-yo, pulling it up. Two more. Come on, push hard. Really challenge yourself here. Get that fire started. Feel that wind. Beautiful. And coming down and dance the night away. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do hip. Boom, 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 and 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 boom, boom. 20 seconds, turn it around. 20 seconds and turn it around. Boom. Finish up. Do, 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 do. Beautiful. Back to mountain. Bend that left knee and just open the hip and close. Remember, the whole chain has to work together. You're not smearing on that toe because we don't want to torque that knee. Just feel that opening. Spoiler alert, we're headed towards tree pose. So we're just getting ourselves ready. 3 more. Open, close, open, close, 1, and down. Switch. The whole leg is moving. Good morning, hip. 2 and 1. Good. Come on back to center. Level 1 tree. We're going to build slowly. Bend your left knee and just lean the heel against that ankle. Even if you can do regular tree, I want you to try this for a second. Put that ankle or that heel on the ankle, and I want you to lift here. Look here for a moment. See how I'm sagging? And then we're going to lift here.
You feel that? 3, pelvis is level. 2, and holding here. Activate, activate, activate. Stay where you are or put the foot below the knee or above the knee and squeeze. I root, I rise. I root, I rise. Now use your breath like a yo-yo. Inhale, nose to navel. Exhale. Two more big breaths. Look at your little light shining. One more. Whoa, whoa. And dance the night away. And dance the night away. 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. 3, 4, cha, cha, cha. And pause. Receive. Second side. Bending that right knee now, leaning against the ankle, and watch this action here. You feel that? Now keep it lifted, zip up those lower abdominal muscles, put the foot below the knee or above the knee. Reach out your branches. 5 to 8 breaths. You're pulling up energy out of the earth. You're pulling it up through the pelvic floor. You're pulling it up through the foot. You're rooting and rising equally. Two more breaths. Seven. And 8. Beautiful. And dance the night away. Let's slow it down. Let's do the paintbrush. Slow, 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 slow. Feel the back. Slow, slow, slow. Close your eyes. Let's do this for 1 whole minute. Feel your back, that lateral stretch of the spine, all the way through the ribs. Paintbrush. Swish, swish, swish. I'm only going side to side. Side to side. Feel that fluidity of the spine. I guess I'm lifting my foot a little bit too. It's whatever you want to move. I just want you to feel that spine moving, 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 moving. The feet rooting, 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 right? 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back to your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers, push to the sky, and reach over to the left side. If you're working deeper, you might even cross that ankle in front and really stretching out. I'm resting my head on my left arm. If you're mirroring me, and just feel that stretch. Keep dropping the breath to the navel. 2 more big breaths. And beautiful. Come on up, uncross, reset. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach it up, interlace your fingers again, and reach to the left. Maybe reach to the right if you're mirroring. Take that other leg in front and feel that stretch.
Remember, when we're anxious, it affects our body. When we're in pain, it affects our mind. When we're feeling lonely, it affects our spirit. Like everything mingles with one another. So when we talk about well-being, we're talking about our body and our mind and our spirit. We're talking about all of it. One more deep breath. So when we're on the yoga mat, we're able to access each one of them to bring them back, not only into balance, but back into the integration. We're integrating our levels of well-being, integrating our levels of being. Let's head to the floor. Inhale, reach up. We're going to use our strap. So if you need to get it, go ahead and exhale, forward fold. Let's just hang here for a moment, taking our feet nice and wide. Now, I've always thought of this pose as one of acceptance. It's called Uttanasana. And to me, this was my thesis pose. This is the pose I studied. And to me, it's about acceptance. It's accepting your vulnerability. It's accepting your limits. It's accepting that you need a pedicure or you need to shave your leg. Like it's just accepting where you are. Some people feel a lot of issues about maybe feeling like their bellies are too big here or their breasts are too big. So it's just, to me, a pose of acceptance. But on the retreat this past weekend, one of the women says that this pose for her is forgiveness. So I said child's pose is where all your troubles roll off your back. It's safe, right? Here we are again in a forward fold. It's a Paschima side of our bodies. It's the Western sides of our bodies. We can't see that. We can't see ourselves here, right? It's the back side of us. It's what we don't know. Some people would say it represents your past. Some people would say it represents your mistakes or your karma. And so she said it brings her to levels of forgiveness. So, whatever this is for you, to me, it's awareness and acceptance. And for her, it was forgiveness. I'd like to ask you, what is it for you? So, we're going to hold this for about 8 more breaths. You can grab opposite elbows if you want to. You can bend the knees if you want to. You can open your feet nice and wide if you want to. What is this pose for you? Beautiful. Bringing your hands down to down to mat. And we're going to slowly go back to our child's pose here, knees wide, big toes together, and coming to a position that feels serving to you. One more deep breath. And when you're ready, very slowly come on up. And we're going to turn on our bottom. So now we get to slow everything down. So go ahead and get your socks and your hoodies and all your things on. And we're going to set up for a series on our backs just to check in on our knees. But also, as we've been talking about the safety of child's pose, now we have the floor that's going to support us in the same way. So getting comfortable and snugly. We're going to take 2 blocks and our strap nearby. Go ahead and put your blocks on the outsides here. We'll use them in just a moment. And we're going to take our left leg to the sky and just loop the strap. I've got mine in a short loop. Maybe your hamstrings are a little bit more tight today and you'll have a longer loop. Whatever you're doing, I want to encourage you definitely to have straight elbows here. Remember, when we have straight elbows, then we're getting into the neck as well. Some of you might want to even straighten that bottom leg. Just checking in on the extension here. How does it feel to be lifting through the heel? Your big toe is moving to the ceiling. The pinky toe is moving to the floor. Deep, deep breaths. We got 3 more, please. Big toe moving to the ceiling, pinky toe moving towards the floor. Two. Bringing your other leg up. We're going to switch legs now, taking your other leg down. So right leg in the sky for most of you. And we're going to notice this for 8 breaths. How does it feel here? Is it much different on this side? Big toe presses up, pinky toe presses down. One more deep breath. Beautiful. And we're going to release. Let's bring our legs into Supta Baddha Konasana. So this is reclining bound angle. I'm going to give you 2 choices because I know there's a little bit of a knee issue with one of you before class. So this is one option, as we're going to slowly work the inner legs here. But if you feel like the kneecap is really sore, I'd maybe encourage you to do the hinge this way. So you're just going to open and close the knee this way. So you decide which is best for you. Okay. We're going to have those blocks right outside those knees. Take a big inhale down to the navel. Exhale, start to close. 10, 9, 8, slow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. 10, 9, 8. Keep going. So at the beginning of our class, keep opening. At the beginning of our class, we talked about all the overwhelming thoughts. Those are still happening, but we don't think about them because our mind is meditating here, right? We're doing something. And so all that overwhelm and anxiousness is put aside because we're now functioning in this way. Same thing, rooting and grounding. Close again, please. 10, 9. Bring your attention here. 8, 7, 6. Adjust your feet as needed. 4, 3, 2, touching in, inhale, and exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Relax. Last one. Big inhale into the belly. And exhale, close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the knees together this time. 3, 2, and 1. Hug your belly in. Bring those knees into the chest and then push them away. Bring the knees into the chest and push them away. 3 more. Beautiful. Yogi's choice. You could go to happy baby here and relax and move like that. Or if you're wanting to stimulate some fire, we're going to take our hands underneath our bottom with the palms facing down, underneath our bottom, palms facing down, and our legs into the sky. So you're either doing happy baby or you're doing some abdominal work to turn that fire on. All right, relax your face and your tongue. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to let your legs drop. As soon as your lower back lifts off the mat, you've gone your level and you're going to come back. Let's do that again. Lower, lower, lower. As soon as that lower back lifts up, that's the work, and you're going to return. Some of you can keep it plugged in all the way down to the mat. Scrape the heels along the mat. Inhale, back up. 9 more, whatever one you're working on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I don't know why that song comes into my head today. I haven't thought of that song in years. Keep going. Everywhere I go. 5 more. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Happy baby for everybody now. Continue there. Some of you might want to tip it up and rock it back, and tip it up and rock it back. And we're going to pause, bringing our feet to the floor, knees bent. You could go back to the feet on the knees on the blocks or here, and just bring your hands to your belly, please. I'd like you to keep your eyes open and look to the ceiling. We're going to open up some muscles of the face. I love that Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a monk. He talks about smile and be the master of yourself. Think about somebody walking down the city street with a smile. It's like, are they crazy? What's going on with that guy? Why is he smiling? Right? It's weird to see people smiling, but why not? So we're going to play with that. So we've got the eyes looking up. I'd like you to turn your eyes and look towards the hairline. So let's pretend your face is a clock and you're looking at 12. Now you're going to look at 11 and 10 and 9. Look at the 8. We're going down to the cheekbone now. 7 down to the jaw. 6 down to the chin. 5, 4. Looking at the temple. 3. Eyebrow. 2, 1. And back to the top of the forehead and relax. Look straight at the ceiling again. Now, as we go the opposite way, I'd like you to practice relaxing the muscles as you're working them. Let's go back to 12, to 1, to 2, to 3. Keep your nose pointing up. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and noon again, back to the sky and relax. Okay. Now keep your attention on your mouth. Smile. Smile bigger. Big cheesy grin. Be like, "There's cheese." Feel the muscles that you're using. Feel the muscles that you're using. And then let it all go back to neutral. Neutral. Let's do that again. Small smile. Mona Lisa. Smirky cat. Big cheesy grin, like a first grader trying to smile for the first time. Feel the muscles that you're using and relax. Let's say big cheesy grin is 10 and neutral is 1. Okay, so big cheesy grin is 10, neutral is 1. Go to a 7. 10. 5. 1. 10. 2. That's like the Mona Lisa, I think, or maybe a 4, right? 5, halfway, and 1. Good. Play it with your face muscles on your own here, as moving it around, yawning, doing things with your tongue. And then we're going to tap, just tap the forehead, tap the temples. So the face you make tells your brain how you're feeling. So part of lighting ourselves up is keeping our face lit, keeping a little smile or a little sparkle in our eyes. So just check and see what mask you put on this morning. And let your mask represent the way you want to feel. Let's go 3 more deep breaths there. 2. And beautiful. So keep that little light going in that face. We're going to take our Shavasana pose now. How do you want to take it? Is there anything else that you'd like to do for you to feel like you got what you came for today? Help yourself in this time. Otherwise, we're going to get settled in. A blanket for the pillow. And I would even recommend that you take the strap around your mid shin and do a little ramp action here. So you could take 1 block standing up and 1 block medium. Lean your bolster on it, scoot your bottom close to it, and just prop your legs up. This is going to give you some energy to make your way through the day with the pillow underneath the base of your skull or anything you need. So you're going to make your way there now, whatever you feel like you need today. Settling in. Take your time. Finding your way to stillness. Making your way there now. So what is your resting face? 0 to 10. If you were to be walking past a store window, what face does the store window show you having most of the time? Are you scowling between your eyebrows? Is your jaw clenched? Right? What is it saying? And see if you can sort of erase it and have it be soft and relaxed. Lit. And gently close your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to close up with a breathing technique that's going to relax you. Call it Visambhavriti. So it's an unequal breathing pattern. So let's do
Yeah, let's do 6 and 8. See if 6 and 8. If that's too long, you'll shorten it up. Okay. Inhale through the nose. 3, 4, 5, 6. Open your mouth. So the open mouth is really good to bring that anxiety down. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. If you don't need to open your mouth, if it's okay to close it, close it. Keep going. Now, I want you to notice, where are you breathing? We talked about inhaling, reaching up on the inhale and pulling down. We've talked about reaching down on the inhale and pulling up. How do you normally do it? So let's go see. Inhale, are you breathing into the upper chest, or are you breathing into your belly? Can you do both? 2 more. Just allowing yourself to melt into that floor that's holding you, so sweet, so precious, so sacred. Just give your way to it. How are you going to share your light today? How are you going to let it shine? Okay. So for the next 5 minutes, please just absorb some of the work. Let the work be processed that we've done today. And as always, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for keeping your light on. It truly matters. Okay. I will see you next time. Deep bows to you all, and namaste. Bye bye.